Hello my loves, it's Kat, how are you? So today we have another pick a card, and today's pick a card is messages from your spirit guides. What do you need to hear right now? So I have 3 cards and 3 crystals for you to choose from. You may choose multiple if you feel called to do so. We have card number 1 with obsidian. Was there a cat hair stuck to that? And then we have card 2 with Master Stone. And then we have card 3 with Pyrite. So when you have made your decision, go down to the description box to find your timestamp. I will give you a few seconds to decide, and when you're ready, I will see your reading. Ready? Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose the obsidian. And number 2, beloved, radical acceptance. Okay. So let me tell you something first off. This is not a person. This is not about a person at all. This is about you and your burning desires. But what I also kept hearing as I was shuffling your card, I kept hearing from the Harry Potter. I think it's in the very last movie, like the memories that Harry's seeing, I think, or just another flashback. I'm not quite sure. But when Harry's a baby and her mother comes up to protect her before Voldemort comes in, she's like talking to Harry like, "You're so loved, you are so loved, Mommy loves you, Harry, we love you, Daddy loves you." And that is how the protective charm is formed. You know, the love charm. Well, you know, the reason why Voldemort can't touch Harry is because of her mother, because she sacrificed herself. And as she was saying those words, they were kind of like an enchantment, that kind of like a protecting spell she put on Harry, so Voldemort wouldn't be able to touch him at all. So yeah, there's something about that, and specifically, but I think that's more like you. I don't know why I'm about to cry all the time in this reading right now. I'm like joking in my tears, basically. Sorry about that. But there's just something about this. There's this overwhelming acceptance that you give yourself. Like, even though there might not be anybody outside of you, which would be extremely sad, but it happens in some cases. If there wasn't anybody outside of you that loved you that much, you'd still have you, who love you so incredibly much. And you may not feel this right now or often, but what I'm being told is that you will. You will. And also this love is coming from your spirit guides as well. Because I can, oh my god, it's making me cry because the power of this emotion is so powerful that it's blowing me away, basically. But you are so loved. You're so loved. Oh my goodness. Let's get another card before I start crying. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pile number 1, spirit guides. What do you want them to know? What do you want them to know? What do they need to hear right now? Your future is so bright. It is, and you will get to feel all kinds of love. Let me tell you something. You will get to feel all of it. That's basically one of the reasons why you even reincarnated on Earth, was to feel things. And so you are. But lately I feel like you've been mostly feeling the more negative emotions that life has to give you. But I feel like it's gonna turn around, and it's gonna turn around because you are turning a new leaf inside of you. You decide to love yourself no matter what, even if nobody else did, even if people strongly disagreed with you about, you know, like, are you lovable or not, I feel like you're still gonna choose you. And yeah. I feel like you've gotten bullied a lot. I can relate because for some reason, I just got a card, but for some reason with your deck, I'm being taken to my own memories of where I was bullied, where I was made to feel small and unlovable when I was told in my face that nobody could ever love me. I'm being taken to those memories I have, and it's quite sad. But let's get to this card. We have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Okay. So about the beloved card, in the book, I think it said something like, this is not a person, this is a project or career or something similar. And I feel like you are gonna be on a self-love journey, which you're supposed to be starting right now. Right now. After this reading. During this reading. Stop right now and go ahead and start your journey. But what they're telling me is that you don't need to be perfect as long as you stay consistent. Oh my god, I can relate with your pile so much. I feel like this is my pile. I keep like thinking about myself during this whole reading, which is unfortunate for you, but I think you can relate as well, so I hope you don't mind. So yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, going on a self-love journey. And I feel like this includes everything. This includes nutrition, emotional well-being, spiritual well-being, and physical well-being. Like basically like it just hurt. Even if you go like shopping, it's still exercise because you keep walking around. So so yeah, like it doesn't have to be anything serious, just more than you would if you were laying on the couch all day. Does that make any sense? Even if you did one push-up, it's still more than you would have if you had laid on the couch all day. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to do everything perfectly. Don't even bother. Try to think of a thing that you know you would be able to do every single day for a month. Like, what would be an easy thing for you to do your entire life every single day? For some, it could be like, well, I would be able to drink like 2 liters of water every day, I think. Like, that's doable. I can do that every day. And then go ahead and try. And then think of another thing like, yeah, okay, so I think I would be able to eat a breakfast every single day. Go ahead and do that. Okay, well, I think I would be able to walk 10,000 steps every day. I think I would be able to do that because I'm at work where I walk a lot, so I think that's perfectly doable. Perfect, do that. So then just build on it. Make it harder and harder when you need some challenge. But the point is, you need to be able to do it either every day, every week, however often you're supposed to be doing it. Okay, dog. Oh, that sounded really aggressive. I just noticed dog. Anyway, excuse me. You got the dog card and it says, be disciplined in your home and community life. Okay, so what I get with that card is that you probably have some sort of, there are moments in your life that you know are triggering for you. That you basically think like, okay, well, I think I would be able to live a healthy life except for when I meet this friend, because we usually we usually hang out and watch a movie and then we order all sorts of things, and that's like fun for us. That's what we do. And I don't want to take that away. Or perhaps, yeah, I think I would be able to live healthy except when I have finals, then I need to be able to eat what I want. There's some sort of a trigger here. You know? If you know what I mean. That you need to somehow get over. And you can make it just a tiny bit healthier every single time. Like maybe when you're meeting this friend, order just a little bit less, or switch to a sugar-free soda, soda, or I don't know, something like that. Just like try to tweak it just a little bit, so that you can still enjoy as you used to, but you know you're making healthier choices all the time. That is how healthy life is built, how sustainable healthy life is built. That is built on a solid foundation. Wow, that sentence was really bad. But you need a solid foundation, and this is how you build it. You build it with consistency, with small wins. Yeah? Cool. So let's get... No, actually, these are tarot cards, but I'm using them as oracle cards because I don't know these cards. These are new. These are my mom's. I don't know these very well. In fact, I have a lot of new decks that I don't know very well. In fact, every single deck I'm using today is an unfamiliar deck to me. So, sorry about that. We have Call. Is this the Judgment card? I think so. I'm not sure, but I think so. Number 20, Call. Give me a second. I need to think about this for a minute. I know that this is something that you're being called to do, but that's all I'm getting. So, you know what? I'm gonna get the book for this. I'm gonna get the book just for fun and, you know, fun. So, yeah, purpose and true prosperity. I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. I'm being called into deeper and more authentic relationship with myself, with my higher power, and with others. I am here for a reason. I am required to take a step forward into my true self, expressing that I'm through... expressing... Oh my god. Expressing that through my actions. I'm sorry. I need to trust that my life has a purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is a divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't normally read from the book, but oh, I'm so glad I did. This is part of your purpose. This is something that you're going to be using later on. Not just like what you're learning, but the lessons that you're learning from this. Let me put it like this. If you had your dream body right now, would you know how to keep it up? Would you know how to take care of it? Would you know how to keep it? How would you stop yourself from going back to where you are currently? I don't think you have the information at the moment to keep it up, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, if somebody would want to, let's say somebody wants to go to Olympics and win, and then suddenly they had this wish, like they just jumped there. Like now they have won, they have the Olympic medal and they have won. Would they know how they don't know how they did it. They don't know what worked and what didn't, you know? Like they need to go through the journey to know what works for them and what doesn't. Does that make any sense? Oh my god. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure. It makes sense to me, but I'm not sure if it makes any sense to you. So, ooh, that was fast. 9 of Cups. Oh, fuck yeah. I love it. 9 of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. Well, it's probably my second favorite card. Star is my favorite because I'm an Aquarius. So, yeah. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups talks about your dreams being fulfilled, having everything. It's kind of like being retired and happy with every decision you made in life. Like, yeah, I made all the best decisions. Oops, sorry. I built so many things. I did so many things, and I'm just so grateful that I got to do all of those things. That's what I feel the 9 of Cups is in essence. And I feel like that is also happening for you as well. I just looked at the time. You're definitely my pile. Like if I had watched my own reading, this would have been the pile that I had chosen. Because I just looked at my timer and it said my birthday, and my birthday is, you know, some people see like 11111 and 22222. I see my birthday everywhere and I take it as a sign that it's I'm going in the right direction, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and stuff like that. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I totally see that for you. I see that you're not definitely all the way satisfied with your life. Like, there are a lot of things that you could be grateful for, but for some reason you're not enjoying them. Life just isn't as enjoyable for you right now as it could be, for whatever reason. It could be like a lack of self-confidence. Like, let's say you had the money to buy all the clothes you wanted, but you didn't have the courage to wear the clothes that you really wanted to wear. Like, let's say you had this very specific, very outrageous style that you wanted to wear, let's say steampunk or something, like something really cool. But it takes a lot of courage to, you know, go out there and, you know, pull it off. But for some reason, you don't have the courage to do that. So you're not enjoying the money as much because you can't use it the way you want to use it. You know? Does that make any sense? Yeah. So you have a lot of things to be grateful in life, but for some reason you're not quite having fun with it. for a reason or another. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. No, I'm not gonna take these actually. I didn't see what they were, but I thought it was just 2, but it was like 15. No, it wasn't 15. It was like 5 cards. And I only wanted 2, so. And I didn't feel any super connection to them either. Okay. 3 of Staffs. So what I'm seeing here is that you often, yeah, this is like a self-confidence issue that you have, I feel like. It's kind of like you look at others, how they are living their dream lives, and then you just, they're like, that would be nice. But you're not doing it because either you can't, or you're not brave enough, or something like this. Something is stopping you. Something is keeping you from your burning desires, the things that you really want to do in life. It could be, it is entirely possible that it's your weight, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I am overweight myself. I am basically obese myself. So, you know, this is no like fat shaming or anything like that. If I'm fat shaming you, I'm fat shaming me. So this is not about that. I'm just saying what I see here. Yeah, cool. We have the Fool. Good things coming. So I feel like you're gonna take that step. You're gonna take that step. You're gonna set, and I think this is really wonderful that it also came around like New Year, this reading. At least I'm planning on it. Sorry, I got a message. Yeah, hold on. So yeah, you're totally taking that step forward for you, and I love that for you. I feel like you may, perhaps it's your weight that is giving you lack of self-confidence, and then because you are entering this era of you and self-love and I am so loved and stuff like that. I think that is really going to help because you have the 9 of Cups. I feel like by the end of this year, you will be at this 9 of Cups moment. I feel like these should be like this. Like here. This is how they are supposed to be. So you being dissatisfied with your life, watching others, how they are achieving their dreams, and you're just kind of like left behind because you don't have the confidence or the strength to do that. So you're not enjoying your life as it could be enjoyed, but then you decide to do something about it. Take that step, go on that self-love journey or even a fitness journey, and end up by the end of this year. No, we're not even in 2024 yet. Oh, we might be. I'm not quite sure when I will be releasing this video. Perhaps next week, so that will be 2024 then. So let's say by the end of this year this year of 2024, you won't even recognize yourself. This is the year of you. This is an amazing reading, and I really love these messages. Wow, honestly, wow. You're gonna have an incredible year. And this self-love that is bursting out of you, it's like, it's so strong it could keep an entire village warm. Like there is so much love you have inside yourself, and I really need you to enjoy that and feel that love for yourself. You deserve it. You really, really do. But yeah, these were all the messages I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I really hope you get on that self-love journey because you truly deserve that. So yeah, I hope I see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose the Master Stone. And number 7, covenant, sacred contract. So here's what I see with this card. There is a contract, a sacred contract that you made before you reincarnated on this earth, and it's time for it to be torn up or renewed. But I feel like it's more like it needs to be torn up. This is with a person. It's a lesson. This is a karmic sort of relationship with this person. I feel like you already know exactly who this is. And actually, let's get some more cards before I say anything else, because this is a very sensitive issue. Pile number 2, spirit guides. Oh, okay. We're gonna take this one. Hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Okay. So yeah, the contract could also be renewed. Doesn't have to be torn up. Basically, what it means to me is that you don't necessarily have to throw out this person out of your life. You don't have to throw them out. You can keep them in your life, but set very, very heavy boundaries. So you need to renew this contract. I'm not super familiar on how it's done, to be perfectly honest with you. So I would go and ask Mr. Google just in case, because I have torn up some contracts and I know how to do that, but I don't know exactly how to renew them. So I would go to Mr. Google and ask, how do you renew a these contracts, soul contracts. I was thinking of the word soul contract. So yeah, so what I'm getting with this is that there is a person in your life that you've had some trouble with. And this trouble, well, they are a lesson, okay? They are a lesson. And I feel like you have kind of learned this lesson already. And I feel like it's been several times already. And some of you are ready to let this person go. And some of you still hope that they would remain in your life. Just because it might be easier that way. It could be that if you cut this person off, then you would have to say goodbye to several others. And you're not ready for that. That's completely okay. You don't have to. It really depends on the situation and which one brings you most peace. That's the point. Listen to what brings you most peace. Now, if it is actually that getting rid of all of these people would bring you the most peace, then perhaps that is the way you should go. Oh, I just heard. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm dumb. The way you renew sacred contracts, these soul contracts, is by forgiving. I just heard that from your spirit guides. It's done by forgiving. That is how you renew these contracts. Okay, that's it. So you need to forgive. Easier said than done. I know, it's super hard. I only recently did this myself. I forgave someone who really hurt me in the past that I can't get rid of from my life because it brings me the most peace when she is in it, because she's part of my family. And well, she's not horrible to me anymore. So, you know, she has done some pretty unforgivable things in the past, but so have I. So have I. So I decided to forgive her. She doesn't know this, of course, but I just realized that, you know, like hating her takes so much energy from me, if that makes any sense. Every time, now that it was Christmas just just short amount of time ago. And I had to see her the whole time, like weeks before I had to meet her. I was thinking all these scenarios, all the bad things that she could say to me, and made sure that I had a comeback to every single one of them. And it was really tiresome. And guess what? When I met her, she was perfectly polite. There was nothing bad she said. Nothing at all. Not even close. So I was like, huh, well, that was a wasted time. And I decided that it was time. It was time to forgive. I simply trust myself that if it happens that she says something that is not okay to anybody around me, I will say so. And I will ask for an apology and ask them to apologize to that person they may have hurt at that moment. I just trust myself that I can do that at the moment if it's needed. I don't need to prepare for it anymore. I just know that I can handle it. If that situation ever comes up, I can handle it. And yeah, so that's it. It's not easy. I'm 27 now, and this has been going for almost my entire life. So like 25 years. So it's been quite a while. But now I decided it was time. I need to move on from this hatred. It's really exhausting. And your situation may be completely different. This might not be something you even want to do. But that's the point. They don't have to know about it. You can let go of them and they never have to know. So enough about me. Let's get to your cards. Spirit guides, what do you need pile number 2s to know? What do you need them to know? Okay. And we have the swan. Okay, so we have the bat. See through illusion into truth. Important, okay. I feel like you have just woken up to this behavior that it's not okay. I feel like you have only just like recently woken up to it, that it's not actually okay. And how am I going to do this? Like this, I think. And then we have the swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. Okay, I feel like those cards just speak for themselves. You have only recently woken up to this, that this whole thing is an illusion. And now that you are ready to renew this contract, there might be some pushback, especially if you decide that it's best if you both walk in different directions. There might be some pushback, there might be some ugly words, but the best thing to really do is not to react at all. There is that one, what's her name? There is this TikTok of this, or like a clip of a movie or a TV show. I have no idea who it is, but the girl from 50 Shades of Grey, I don't remember her name, unfortunately. I really suck at names. And she is having breakfast with this guy, and this guy is saying like, I think we should break up. And the girl is like, okay. And the guy gets really fired up, like, what do you mean okay? Like, don't you care at all? Like, what do you mean? Like, making it seem like she's the problem. And she's like, I don't care. I guess you can find another place to stay, you know, like, since we're broken up. And he was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you wanted to break up with me. Why are you getting mad? Yeah, that is the ideal way for you to deal with this person, I'm being told. Just be unreactive. if you react, okay, so this person may be a little bit narcissistic, and with narcissists overall, it's best to not to react. It's the reaction that they are looking for. Because when we look at the crazy things that they're doing and saying, and we just look at them, they get so uncomfortable, because what they're trying to do is make you react so that they have an opportunity to say that you're the one acting crazy. That's the whole point. So if you don't react, you don't give them that prize. You're not acting crazy. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can say. So that would be ideal, the ideal way to deal with this person. Pile number 2. What do you need to know? What do your spirit guides need you to know? Oh my god, this 2 of Cups keeps jumping, but it's not quite coming out. Tower. Okay. Very, very interesting. And it comes up right as well. Let me take a look at this Tower card, because all the Tower cards are so different. Funnily enough, this tower doesn't seem like it's broken or anything. If you take a look at this Tower, all the Tower cards are very different. In the very standard Tower card, a lightning has struck the tower and it's breaking apart, and there are these people flying out of it. And there are different illustrations of this Tower card, but this one, it looks like the sun is shining and everything is fine. It looks very sturdy. It's made out of stone and it has a very wide base. So to me, this looks very, very sturdy. I wonder what it says in the book. You know what? Let's get out the book. I did this for pile number 1 as well. I'm not familiar with these cards at all, and I feel like the Good Tarot is a little bit different than most decks. So I'm really interested in seeing what it says. Okay, so it says Tower, surprises. Things happen really fast when this card shows up in a reading. Its appearance could portend a total paradigm shift or sudden upheaval. Oh my god, these are so hard words. I don't know how to pronounce these. I'm sorry. Or a sudden upheaval that takes something away in order for something better to take its place. It could be that I've had an epiphany. Whatever it is, this card tells me unexpected events will be very interesting and offer opportunities for positive transformation if I remain present with my eyes open. Okay. Yeah, so the Tower is normally taken as a very negative card. It means your whole life kind of turning upside down. But this one seems very positive. So I like that. So whatever, as long as you handle this situation, as long as you do something about it, the results will be good. But if you remain kind of Switzerland and don't do anything about it, and you just kind of let this person roll over you, you will not get anywhere. So something needs to be done. Something definitely needs to be done. Okay, that was fast. We have... I have no idea what card this... Oh, is this the Wheel of Fortune? So I have another... This is called the Sufi Tarot. And the names are all different. It says Charkifalak. At least that is how I would pronounce it. I don't know how it's pronounced. But I'm just gonna quickly check what it is. Sorry, all of these cards are really unfamiliar to me. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. So basically, destiny. I feel like this is a part of, this is kind of like an ultimate test for you. I feel like you haven't done this sort of thing before where you have cut someone off or really stood up for yourself. I feel like this is the first time you're really doing it. And that is a basis to a lot of future things. Does that make any sense? Like, after you've done this, you feel the peace, you feel the satisfaction of mission success, successful, of a successful mission. Yeah, satisfaction of a successful mission. And you kind of like realize, like, you know, it wasn't so bad. It's kind of like in Harry Potter, the fourth one, when Harry is so terrified of, you know, fighting against that dragon to get that egg. Like, yeah, like he knows that he has to do it and fight that dragon and get that egg, and he's so terrified of doing it. And after he's done it and he has to ask a date for the Yule Ball, he's like, you know, I would much rather have a second round with that dragon than ask anybody out. It's kind of like that. That is what is happening for you after this one. Like, it won't be as bad as you think. It won't be. Oh, okay. So I'm Finnish, in case you didn't know. So I'm gonna pronounce these in a Finnish way. So I'm gonna pronounce this as Colette. So this is number 8, strength card. And I love that you got the strength. Oh, This is incredible. I feel like after you have stood up for yourself, it's kind of done. Like, you're someone completely else after that. And let me tell you something, it's gonna be hard in the beginning, especially. You can think of it this way. Like, let's say this is a person. You can give them 3 more chances. Let me explain. If they are acting poorly and they do one thing wrong on the same night, this is the same night, they say something you don't like, you're like, okay, well, that's one. And then a couple of hours later they say another thing that you don't like, you're like, okay, that's 2. And then when at the end of the night they say the 3rd thing that they don't like. This is an example. You don't have to do it like this. I'm just saying, if you're terrified, you can do it like this. The third time comes on, and you're like, okay, well, that's 3, so now I gotta say something. Like, you can make it a rule of 3. After 3 times they have done something you don't like, then you have to stand up for yourself and say that you really didn't like that. And yeah. That is how you can do it. But you can also just decide before you even meet them, if they do just 1, if they say just once, how are you gonna react? How are you gonna do it? Okay. Okay, so we have 3 cards. I believe this is the Hanged Man. Taslim. I believe it is. Okay, so with the Hanged Man, I see that I'm just gonna quickly check that it is in fact Hanged Man. I don't remember the numbers. Yes, the Hanged Man. Okay. So with the Hanged Man, I see that you will actually start looking at life completely differently, like with completely different eyes. In fact, I think that you may start looking at life kind of like, what other battle can I conquer? Who else can I fuck up today? Because I'm in the mood for chaos. And then we have Dunia. And this is, I have to check, I have no idea. What is it, 21? 21? The world! Oh my god, yay! Cool. I love that for you. So with the world, I see that it's kind of like a circle coming together. Like it's done, it's over. It's time to start a new chapter as this powerful and strong and outspoken you. Like it's time to start your new life. This is kind of like, this is how you are gonna get some closure. You're gonna get some closure after this. And then we have 5 of Staffs. Yeah. So this talks about a little bit of fight happening, but I feel like you don't have to worry about it because you have the strength now. Like later on, if this ever happens again, you know how to deal with it. You know how to deal with these people. Besides, after this, I feel like you will be more likely to set boundaries like from the start and not just like at the end be like, you know, actually I would like to set this boundary because I'm getting really tired and I guess I need it because I can't give anymore, and then they get mad because something they used to not have to pay for, they now have to pay for or not get at all. So yeah, I feel like you're ready. And I do feel like you are. You have such a beautiful soul. You don't want to hurt anybody. But you need to protect yourself. You know, like swans, they are like really beautiful and graceful and all that. But they are vicious. They are vicious beings. Oh my god, they will attack anything. Like they are scary. I feel like you need to channel some of that swan anger. Yeah. Anyway, these were all the messages I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I hope I see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pal number 2. No, 3, sorry. You chose the Pyrite. And number 43, Overflow, Overwhelm and Plenty. Okay, so I see that you're handling a little bit too much right now. I see the 2 of Pentacles in my head at the moment. You have a little bit too much to juggle with. And I also see that some of it could be delegated to someone, but I don't think that you trust that the other person would do this in the proper way. But I feel like you should though. You can show them how you would like it done. And tell them that it's really important, that this is, you're having too much right now. You need to talk to someone and ask them to help you out because you're handling a little bit too much right now. Oh, I'm gonna get some cards for you so that we can get deeper in what is the source of all of this? What is going on? So spirit guides, what do you need them to know? Inner child, okay. The fairies of playfulness remind you to take time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Okay, that's really nice. Yeah, you need to make some time for yourself. Delegate and see if you can just push things, or even if are those things really necessary? Are they really, really necessary to do? Because sometimes not all of it really is. Some of them are just things that you made up because you wanted them done for some reason that actually has no meaning. That happens sometimes. I do that too. So you might want to take a look at those things. Let's get another card. But what I also see is like, I feel like you've been on survival mode for far too long that you've actually forgotten how to have fun. Especially I feel like the Christmas time was really hard on you. Perhaps you did everything on your own. That is something that I feel. And now that you're supposed to be relaxing, you're not, because there is so much to do. We have Panda, stay balanced and in your essence. Yeah, you need a break, honey. You need a break. And I know it's not... I know it's really annoying when somebody says, you need a break, when you're really heavily trying to get something done. But that is the reality here. Because let me tell you something. If you don't pause, if you don't take a second, something will happen and it will force you to take that second. That is how it always happens. Always. Every single time. So we have the Eight of Fire. This is another panda, by the way. The Eight of Fire normally talks about speed. But because I'm so unfamiliar with this deck, I feel like it's a little bit different than tarot decks usually are. I want to read out, these are really short, by the way. These are really short, so I'm going to read out what it means, what it says. Gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, transformation. Momentum is building as the power of spirit serves to power this transformation. I am traveling to new territories and I am eager to experience all that these lands have to offer. I have arrived at my destination and now the adventure of discovery is energizing me. Oh, fun! So this adventure is actually about this inner child. I feel like perhaps you just made that decision that you are gonna delegate. Somebody else can handle these things from now on for a little bit. I need a break. I want to connect with my inner child. I want to have fun and I deserve to have fun. And I feel like that is this new energizing adventure that you're heading on. So before that happens though, I really want you to make a list. I want you to make a list. Remember when you were a kid before school or perhaps on a summer vacation. Do you remember what you used to do as a kid? Like what were the things that you loved to do as a kid? I loved to paint and I also had this book. I had this field guide for witches and fairies and I had this field guide and I would go outside with it and I would try to look signs that fairies lived in my backyard, and then when I couldn't find any I would make some. Like they were like twisted up or knotted branches and fairy circles, like these stone circles, and I would make those because I thought that, you know, if a fairy came by and they saw all these signs and maybe she would go and tell her fairy friends and they would come and live there. That was my plan. So what did you love to do as a kid? Maybe you wanted to be a rock star. Maybe you could have a night of perhaps a little drinks and some karaoke in your bedroom. Just for fun. Or maybe you wanted to be a fashion designer. Maybe you could design yourself some clothes and even make them. Or maybe you could take like an old t-shirt and make it something new, like something cool, like awesome. Something. What did you love to do as a kid? It could be anything. It could literally be anything you want. So let's get the tarot. Oop, okay. So, pile number 3. Spirit guides, what do you need my pile number 3 to know? I saw that a few times. 2 of Staffs. So the 2 of Staffs, it talks about excitement, about kind of, how can I put this? It talks about planning and getting excited for your plans. Does that make any sense? I feel like you will be doing just that. You will be making some plans. And you're kind of like exciting yourself by these plans that you're making. Like, these are like really great plans that you're making. You can't wait to do them all. It's so funny because this energy suddenly, really suddenly shifted from being super heavy and overwhelmed and so tired and getting to this, wow, life has so much fun things to do for me and I can't wait to do them all. Like, I feel like you may have made a decision during this reading which changed the energy here. I feel like that is something that happened. That happens often. That happens super often. We have Son of Cups. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So you will be romanticizing your life. Beautiful. You'll be romanticizing your life, and I feel like a lot of different... that bridge is actually interesting. It's almost like romanticizing your life will actually take you somewhere. It's taking you somewhere. Perhaps you're manifesting by that, by romanticizing your life, you're actually manifesting a brand new life and it's taking you there. Amazing. Okay. Then we have Four of Staves. Yeah. You're gonna have so much fun. So much fun. I really love this for you. So many exciting things happening for you. I feel like there are a lot of, what are they called? Happenings? No, that sounds stupid. Events happening for you. I feel like weddings and stuff, and I feel like a ball for someone. Just someone, I don't know who, but for someone there is a ball coming. Perhaps it's like a fantasy ball or like a something like that. That would be so cool. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's get your final card here. You're going to have so much fun. You know, it starts from... oh dear God. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna pick up these cards. There's a million down here. Come on, come with me. Come on. Okay, I have all of them. So yeah, let's get your final card. What is the last message you want to give to my beautiful part number threes? Whoops. 10 of Cups, yes! Oh my God. Just by doing this, just by connecting with your inner child, by romanticizing your life, you're going to have a whole new life. A life of dancing and fun and excitement. And I feel like a lot of you do have children. You don't have to have them, but I feel like a lot of you do. But I feel like after this, after you taking a little break and thinking about things and realizing that maybe everything isn't so... Maybe everything doesn't have to be so-so. Like maybe you can relax a little bit. I feel like that is going to help your family life actually a great deal. And I feel like your children would really enjoy spending time with you when you are connected with your inner child as well. And yeah, oh my God, just beautiful family life. Oh my goodness. And it comes from romanticizing your life and things. Like this tiny little decision, it's gonna take you to everything you've ever wanted. And I love that. That is so beautiful. Also, it's gonna bring you so much romance. With the Son of Cups or the Prince of Cups, it's kind of like somebody it talks about romance, okay? So I feel like that is coming for you as well. So much excitement. So many fun things. You know, this reading was a lot faster than the other ones, but I really think the messages are all here. Funnily enough. Normally my readings are a lot longer, but yours are 14 minutes, it says. Jesus, that is a record. But yeah, I just really think all the messages are here. There's nothing left to say. Yeah. You just need to learn how to delegate. That is a big part of it. But yeah, and also what I had this. The people around you want to help you. They want to help you, but you need to let them. So yeah, those were all the messages for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I hope I see you in my next one.